Hello everyone and welcome to the midweek video. Again, there was no weekend video because I just didn't have the time or resources to make one. I'm currently working on knocking out projects left and right, and that also means less time to make the YouTube videos because of the real life stuff that goes with the other projects. This one in specific is something that I wanted to do for a few days now. A fellow content creator by the name of Candles is doing some art contests every now and then, and for the Halloween contest I wanted to contribute, so I decided I'm going to also use this to raise a bit of awareness for the channel. It's way bigger than mine, so actually I think it would go the other way around, but whatever. He's doing some really cool content that I think should deserves every shout out that there is. And yeah, I also wanted to dip my hands into some drawing again. I'm not the best at drawing digitally, you can see that, and I really had some fun with doing this, even though it is relatively crappy. The idea was to reference one of my own 3D arts, specifically the original spider bodysuit that I made back last year for my 2 years ago. I don't really remember. Back when I made my D&D character, the drow spider fighter woman, and this is basically the first outfit that I made for her, and I thought this would fit Halloween as well. So yeah, this is a bit of a throwback with a bit difference in design, so I might actually go and like redesign this in this style for 3D. I also want to do a 3D candles, and I am by now relatively sure how I want to do that. I had a lot of trouble actually figuring out how I would do a 3D candles model without doing a complete model, because I had not really that much of an idea of how I want to tackle that. So yeah, something that I will do in the next time is knock out the full human model that I want to do for myself, and additionally I want to make the Michael Candles model, and that's basically the big stuff that I have ahead of me. I will also dip back into D&D. I have gotten interested people for a IRL campaign, which means I need to do more maps. That is something that will come up in the next 3 weeks. We have a session 0, not a session 0, a basically playtest session, so people can get an idea of what they're signing up for with me as a DM and for D&D in general. And that is something that I will make some specific maps for. I already have an idea for the story, so the pirate campaign is on indefinite hold, as in this might be a campaign that we play. In this case I will finish the preparations. If we play something different, I will basically put it on hold or scrap it and do more preparations for the campaign that they want to play. In any case, in both cases, I will do more D&D preparation stuff, which includes using more map making software, and yeah, we're gonna look into that as well. That is what I want to do for the channel. There will be more animations of the angel as well. I have a list of the stuff I want to do, which I also had last time, but yeah. I will try to resume the 2 videos per week thing, but I don't actually know if I have the resources for that, or when I will have the resources for that again. So might not actually be soon, because the D&D group will most likely meet on the weekends. So there is that. Yeah, currently I'm on 1 weekend per week. There will come a time when I have the resources again to do 2 videos a week. We'll see how often I can do that still, and when I get the chance, when I have the content, I will definitely do that. So yeah, in general, more D&D stuff, more animations, a bit less modeling, I guess, unless I find a really good spot to put the modeling in, because I noticed that a lot of stuff is starting to repeat, and I want to keep the channel fresh, as in I want to not just repeat videos over and over again with the same stuff. So yeah, this is why I'm also getting more into animation, because it is new stuff every now and then with the animation. Yeah, that's that. It was interesting actually drawing. I had a few ideas how to do different stuff, how to do different elements. For example, at some point I went and did additional elements, like for example on the shoulders and the legs, and also I forgot what I wanted to say. But yeah, I basically jumped a bit around with this, went a bit and was creative about the whole thing. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out. You will see how this turns out in the end. I of course know how this turned out, and the different stuff I did. I actually busted out my old drawing tablet for this. I'm actually amazed that this thing still works, because I got this when I finished school, which was 15 years ago actually. So I own this graphic tablet for 15 years by now, and it had to endure some abuse, I guess, because it is lying around on my desk under a lot of stuff, and I don't really bust it out that often. I don't really need it that often anymore, because I mainly do 3D art, which I do by hand with mouse and keyboard, and less with a drawing tablet. Again, I don't see myself as that much of an artist, and more of a I don't know, not even an engineer, more like just a technical person, I guess. So yeah, busting that out was an interesting thing to do. Really happy with how the whole thing turned out in the end. Well, we're already at the end of the movie. Yeah, the highlights. The highlights were interesting because I could use something that I learned from a friend, which is using the blur thingy, the blur filter that GIMP has. That was really interesting. That was one of the things I knew I wanted to go with. I could have actually blurred everything for a tiny bit to make it look more round. Might not try that again, because I don't have the GIMP file anymore with the different layers. Yeah, these things I just added like on a whim. I was like, okay, this feels like kind of a bit naked, and I wanted to add a bit more content to it without going into too much detail. But yeah, that's basically the whole thing. This is what I currently wanted to do on the weekend. I will try, if I find the time, to work on some animations and other stuff. The human model is something that I want to work on. The candles model is something I want to work on. So there is some content for the next few weeks, and hopefully for 2 videos a week as well. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll see you guys around.